Wow, like, there's so much going on in this movie. I'm gonna start the review right now.
Captain, people are afraid.
That's why I'm here. We need to be put in check. Whatever form that takes, I'm game. I'm sorry, Tony.
If I see a situation pointed south, I can't ignore it.
Captain America Civil War. So Captain America Civil War is the third movie in the Captain America franchise and the 12th Avengers MCU movie, and it's directed by the Russo brothers, again like the Winter Soldier, and it stars Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, Don Cheadle, Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan, Jeremy Renner, Paul Rudd, Paul Bettany, Chadwick Boseman, Daniel Bruhl, William Hurt, Marisa Tomei, Tom Holland, Emily Van Camp. Like, there are so many characters from older movies, and there are so many new characters that'll be in newer movies, and they're interesting, and everyone is a great character. I mean, come on, seriously. Alright, so basically what happens after the events of, like, Battle in New York, Washington DC, Sokovia, the governments of the world have decided, you know what, we need to put the Avengers in check. So basically Iron Man says, yes, we need to be put in check because people are dying and it's our fault because of it. And Chris and Captain America saying, no, we need to have the right to be able to choose whether we want to fight or not. And that's one of the best elements of Captain America Civil War, the story. It's not so much like a full-on, like, alright, tunnel vision, this is your movie. It's like a snowball movie. Like, to me, it comes across as like a snowball story. So one event, it ends up coming up and going up and bigger, and it gets, like, the snowball rolling down the hill gets bigger and bigger, and the characters, like, they're the bits of sticks and stuff that get, like, stuck in there because they keep coming around. Like, Black Panther, he's there the whole movie. He is. The character of Black Panther, they're the whole movie. The character of Winter Soldier, they're the whole movie. Spider-Man, not there the whole movie, but he's there. Like, he pops up, and then he pops up, and then he's gone, but then there's still references to him. And I liked how some characters, like, they're built on the story, instead of the story building the characters. Also, the adaptation from the comic to the movie, I'm familiar with the comic, I haven't read it, but I went through like this deep analysis. I saw like this deep analysis, and I'm like, alright, this is interesting, and like highlights all the events in like a shorter way, but then again, like, it explains some stuff, and you're like, oh, that makes sense. And you see some elements, you see these homages to the comic book. There's this, in the fight between Captain America and Bucky and Iron Man, there's a massive homage to the comic book, and I'm like smiling. Even with this ensemble, like, people were afraid that people think that it's going to be an Avengers movie, and in some parts it is. More specifically, that airport battle where you see like Team Iron Man versus Team Captain America, and they clash. Like, firstly, it's a Captain America movie, so you get more of Captain America, and you see his personality, and you get more of Bucky, and you see you see more of his personality, and the movie is more centered on them, but it doesn't stop. It shows you personality of like Black Panther, Spider-Man, Vision, Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye, like all those characters that didn't get much screen time, they got their screen time in this movie. I have to talk about the tone here, because the tone, it's very dark in some points, and then at other points it gets lighter and more humorous, and that's good. They were able to, like, it blended seamlessly with the tone. It's like, alright, tone, like, dark, and then, alright, we'll bring it up a little bit, but it's still dark in the overtone. It's just kind of like a room with, like, a small light. They're like, alright, because those characters, Spider-Man and Ant-Man, those characters bring the most humor to the movie and the most light-hearted moments. Spider-Man, Tom Holland, he was excellent. He was amazing. Best Spider-Man, like, I liked Tobey Maguire. I love Tobey Maguire. I loved Andrew Garfield even more. Tom Holland, he can beat both of them. He's amazing. Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, he's back for this. He's great. He brings the humor. Him on Captain America's side, that's pretty funny. And then Spider-Man on Iron Man's side, that's pretty funny. It's like you got those two Jokers in like different gangs, and you're like, alright, there's a humorous guy. You also get both sides of the story. So you get Tony Stark going, yes, we need to sign up to these accords because of this. And Captain America going, no, we shouldn't sign up because of this. And you just get both sides, and you can sympathize with both sides, because stakes are shown from both sides of the team. Like, both sides suffer blows. And I like the villain in this movie. This villain, he's good. People didn't, like, I've heard some people didn't think, oh, he's just Like, he's not this big fight villain, he's just a smaller villain, and I like that. Like, the villain, I wasn't sure, because I know the character, he was on, like, the Avengers cartoon, and I know him, I'm like, how are you going to translate that into a movie, because I really don't want to see that costume in a movie, and they don't give him that costume, but he's still a really good villain. It's a spoiler, like, I don't want to get too much into the villain, but he's a good villain, and even though he didn't have the biggest presence, the character of the villain did not require that. If I have a small flaw, it's like a nitpicky flaw, and it's something that can be easily overlooked because how amazing this movie is. Just with a few action scenes, there's like, they showed the action, you can understand where it is, but there are just a few scenes that are chopped a bit too hard, like a bit too quick, so you get like, there's a fight, there's like opening fight sequence, there you see the fight and it's like cut here, 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 and it's just kind of like, alright, I see how that works, but you did it a bit too fast. Like, maybe if you made the takes a bit longer, that would have looked, because I was wondering, are the cameras like in the next shot? Are they in the next, like, are we getting the brief moments where the cameras aren't there? Anyway, the Captain America trilogy. A solid trilogy if there ever were one. It's amazing. Mind-blowing. I highly recommend it. Go see it at whatever screen or cinema because it's worth all the monies. Captain America Civil War gets a 10 out of 10. Are you excited for Captain America Civil War? Have you seen Captain America Civil War? Which team are you on? Team Iron Man, Team Cap? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm personally Team Cap all the way. Like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to become one of the Platypus, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.